Pizza time. Oh my god. I'm not doing that ever again. What's going on, everybody? It's just Lewis here, and today we are going to be doing a movie review on the movie Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, there are going to be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, I would highly advise for you not to watch this review, because there's going to be a whole bunch of spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen the movie, stop watching this video, go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, and then come back to this review so you can hear my viewpoint on Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, Spider-Man No Way Home takes place right after Far From Home, with Mysterio revealing to New York City, to everybody in the world actually, that he is Peter Parker, Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker. So Peter's running away from everybody. Throughout the whole movie, he's running away from everybody. He can't get accepted into college and everything, which I find really good because it's a struggle. This is when Peter's actually dealing with a struggle. Never seen that happen in any of the other movies. Because my thing about Tom Holland, the only reason why I don't really like Tom Holland, this is my opinion, so don't get offended if you actually do like Tom Holland, is that he's always been babied throughout the movies, in a sense of like he's always dependent on somebody, aka Iron Man, Happy, Aunt May, everybody else, right? But then you also think he's not on his own like Andrew and Toby were, because they were on their own and they're they're like the best Spider-Man ever, right? So it's great. So he goes to see Doctor Strange so everybody can remove their memory of him, which is really cool because we actually get to see Strange and Spider-Man in the same movie again. And then it doesn't work out. So, in typical Spider-Man manner, he ruins a spell. So now Multiverse comes in. This is when we all had our theories about the multiverse and everything. And then when Andrew and Toby came in, the whole theater was crazy. And that was like the highlight because we've never seen any collaborations from other universes and stuff. This is the first movie that we've seen, a live action movie that has, other Spider-Man from different universes together in one movie, right? And I like that because it's something different. It brings something fresh to the table for the MCU. Goblin kills Aunt May. And for those of you who still haven't watched Spider-Man No Way Home and are still here for some odd reason, go watch the movie. So yes, Aunt May dies. This is the realization that he needs to be Spider-Man. This is gonna push him to be Spider-Man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wanted somebody to die because that was gonna push Tom, to be Spider-Man. Now, as the movie goes on, he's in the development of becoming Spider-Man, right? And then we have a cool web swinging moment with all three Spider-Men, which is like the best ever because I don't know if you guys have noticed it. During this scene, they all used each other's webs to swing to the villains and everything, which was so freaking dope. Like the visuals and everything were really good. The only thing I would really complain about is that if you look at Spider-Man, Tobey Spider-Man, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, their CGI was a little better than it was in this movie. In a sense of like, since Tobey and Andrew had to wear the costumes, their web swinging scenes and all their fight scenes, they all looked real because they actually had to wear the suits and everything. While Tom, on the other hand, he couldn't wear his suit for most of the scenes, even though he could have. He did, but most of his shots were shot with CGI. For those of you who don't know what that is computer generated images or imagery. I always forget that last part, but I know it's something with image. So they were a little funky, but other than that, it was a great scene. It was a great scene altogether. Now, the faults, that's like the only fault that I've seen throughout the whole movie, because other than that, the movie was beautiful. Very beautiful. I highly recommend you see it. If you are still here, go watch the movie. But besides all that, we're in the final fight. We're in the last battle, right? They cure everybody. They cure all the villains from the different universes. Tom Spider-Man is whooping the crap out of Goblin, and he's going in. That was Spider-Man. That scene right there, that was Spider-Man. It was really the part that I really didn't want to happen, but I kind of did, was when Tom picked up the glider and was about to impale Goblin because he would have gotten his revenge, but Toby stopped him. And the reason why I think he did that was because he was guilty of himself, because he felt responsible for killing Goblin in his universe. So he didn't want that burden to be on Peter, on Tom's Peter. So that way, after the whole battle, he's like, why did I kill Goblin? I don't kill. You know, this than the other. You know, he was going to have all these thoughts that probably went through Toby's Spider-Man's mind, right? Which was really cool because it showed that Toby felt that he was at fault for, you know, Goblin's death. Which he, in a sense, he kind of was. So, because I don't know if you guys remember, he jumped over his glider, and the glider impaled Goblin in the original Spider-Man movie. And it was cool that he stopped him. And then Toby gets stabbed. But don't worry, he's not dead. Because if he died, I would have had to have left the theater. I was going to leave the theater in a big mood. But yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good movie other than that. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I give the movie a solid 10 out of 10. Not even 100 out of 10. Because the movie was just that great. It was that great. It had so much potential that we all had, and it was all there. All our expectations were there, and more was added to it. And the scene, I forgot to add this, the scene where MJ falls and Spider-Man was about to fail into catching her, Andrew went and saved her, and he got her. Unlike his other universe. But that's besides the point. The fact is he saved MJ because he felt guilty that he didn't save Gwen. Now that's another thing. Because Andrew and Toby, both Spider-Men, have faults. Toby with being at fault for killing Goblin because he felt guilty for that. And Andrew saying that he was at fault for not saving Gwen in time. But they both stopped Tom from killing Goblin and saving MJ from dying. Which I had theorized that Andrew was going to either make an intro like that, or he was just going to be there and save her. And that happened. But that's besides the point. The movie is great. It's my favorite movie of all time because it brought the stuff that I like to fruition. They brought it to life. They brought it to light. And I'm really enjoying the fact that they're exploring the multiverse more. And let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. This is just Lewis signing off. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to get more content like this. We'll be vlogging, we'll be doing movie reviews, and we'll be doing more stuff. You guys comment what I should do for my next video. And then maybe I might heart it and I might just do it. But this is just Lewis, or Spider-Man, signing off, boys.